Okay? This one's about drugs. Drugs, the possible destruction of a generation. It has been said that for every problem, there's a solution. Well, over the centuries, this statement has been proven time and time again to be true. Think of the conveniences we now have accepted as part of our daily lives. Automobiles, radios, TVs, and all other electronic devices. At one time, there was no such thing as a self-propelling vehicle. You couldn't explain to a person in the 18th century that it was possible to transmit an exact image thousands of miles away. How about diseases that were once thought incurable, like polio, tuberculosis, chickenpox, just to name a few? These diseases, among others, are considered little more than minor inconveniences nowadays. When the father of the internal combustion engine conceived the idea, imagine the obstacles that confronted him before he even began to see the day of light. Yet, through trial and error and many disappointments, he and others determined individuals over the years were responsible for a contribution that revolutionized man's existence on this planet. The same thing applies to the scientists, the doctors, the statesmen, the reformers, and other pioneers who attacked and solved seemingly insolvable problems. The reason I devote so many words to the paragraph above is because I want to bring home the fact that problems can be solved, and narcotics and its abuse by our young people is a problem. Let us look at a few examples in which we will see how a person may become involved with dangerous drugs. For instance, the black ghetto youth. The standard of living for this young person is much lower than what is considered the American norm. Yet, he is a citizen of the most affluent country in the world, and this is kept no secret from him. He sees a comfortable middle-class existence, the comedian actors on television, they're advertising to fly the friendly skies of United Airlines. He reads about the going on of the beautiful people as they hop from continent to continent to rounds and rounds of parties. He hears the young white boy complain because he's down to his last 20 bucks. Yet he sees poverty and crime in his immediate surroundings. It's understandable that frustration is his constant companion. But there are a few people in this neighborhood who have made it. The pimp, who managed to drive a new car every year. The dope pusher, who always shows prosperity that's out of step with the neighborhood. The young man has been told since early childhood that if he toes the line and works hard, goes to school and get a trade, he'll go somewhere in life. But he knows from his contract with his contact with the white world, the elders of his concept does not apply to him. He knows that very few black people ever reach anywhere near a level of prosperity relative to the American dream as a whole. But still, in his mind, has been filled with images of well-to-do people in comfortable surroundings who have never known hunger in the sense of the word. Through television, movies, and such things, he has seen that full stomachs and warm homes in winter does indeed exist. And it's only natural that he would be tuned into these things, and he knows that he'll never accomplish them through honest means that he know of. He also wants to acquire these things while he's still young enough to enjoy them. In other words, he wants them quick as possible. Like right now. And now, yes, how do he go about getting those things that America offers? Why not sell some dope? That's the fastest way in the world to make some money, ain't it? Look at Slim. I remember when that cat didn't even have but one pair of shoes. Now look at him. He got a brand new Eldorado, wears $85 shoes, $200 suits. He's always got a fine girl on his arm, and he just bought a house out in the suburbs. It's not hard to understand how this young fellow would be caught up in the drug trap, or so is it. In 9 cases out of 10, either he'll end up being another of the seamlessly endless numbers of so-called hopeless junkies or drug pushers that is constantly borrowing money from their old lady to recop some more drugs to stay in the game. For those that do seem to have some money out there, however long they do so-called roll, when they do get busted, they get double the amount of time that they have been rolling in the streets in jail. For some reason, don't know why. For this type of person, there will be no new El Dorado and none of the things that he envisioned. Still, it seemed to him selling drugs would be his only route out of the existence that he thought he was trapped in. And you know what? He took it.